Hello, beautiful beings. Thank you so much for showing up to receive the message. Fall is in the air. We're in mid-September. It's my favorite time of year. All the leaves are changing, just the energy of it transforming into like wearing hoodies and the pumpkins and Halloween, and it's just a magical time. And I was looking at my posts today on Facebook and something inspired me to do a video. This idea of turning our fears into something funny. I love posting about spiders. In fact, I like posting about anything that is like the underdog or people don't like. I don't know, naturally I like those things, and I kind of like to bring up conversations about them to get people to look at them a different angle. And every year I like to post something about spiders. I know a lot of people either love them or hate them, and they get a lot of attention. They get a lot of negative attention, like, oh, I hate them. And people respond a lot to that. And I'm like, that's interesting. Something that you fear, you're giving more energy to. But that's a whole nother story. But the point is, they get a lot of attention. And somebody said something about they were scared of them, or the thought of them crawling up them freaks them out. And then I was like, okay, I get that. Now, I don't necessarily want a spider to just hang out and crawl on me, okay? That's really not the vibe I'm going for. Some people do, but that's not really my thing, and I don't really want it on me, but I have no problem picking it up and taking it outside, talking to it. If it touches me, I'm not gonna scream or anything, but I'm gonna be startled, if it's happening when I least expect it. But the point is, what if we took that fear and we made it into something funny? So I told this gal, I was like, well, why don't you imagine, instead of next time imagining the spider crawling on you, think about the spider crawling on a branch outside, or picture yourself crawling on the spider. Now, doesn't that change the energy of it? Where I'm really going with this is like the idea of, if you've ever watched Harry Potter, I think the werewolf dude, his class, he was teaching them how to turn their fears into something funny. And I think Ron Weasley was afraid of spiders. And he pictured the spider having roller skates on and having a hard time walking. Now, when we change our fear into something funny, it scrambles all that energy up. And all a fear is an imagined idea in your head that is not appealing to you. And when you can take that situation and make it more appealing to you or funny or switch up the energy, you turn it around for yourself. You get that energy back and you make it more lighthearted and playful, and then you're like, okay, well, it's not that bad, it's not that scary when you look at it that way. And so I want to invite you to take this simple little tip and use it in your everyday life. What are some little things that pop up during your day that you're scared of, and you can visualize or think about it in a funny way? If you're scared of talking to your boss or speaking up for yourself for your job, imagine that boss, when you walk in to talk to them, wearing something funny, or imagine them making a face at you, and just keep that energy alive while you're doing what you need to do. And it's going to change the outcome for you. It's going to change completely. If you went in there all nervous and you're like, oh, I don't want to do this, I want to do this, and you say it, you're probably going to get some of that energy back from having, put that forward. But if you move in that fun, playful energy of seeing that boss doing something funny, you're probably going to get some more of that playful energy back. And you're going to like the end result in it a lot better than if you just kept it in the fear-based area. So I invite you to play with that and see what might come up for you. I love to hear, the tools being used and what magical things can pop up from that. There's no fear too big or too small that you can do this with. Maybe you're sitting in traffic and you're feeling anxious. What would you feel like if you're calm? Or what do you feel like when you're excited? What if somebody busted out of the back seat of the car in front of you wearing a bikini and it was a guy? What if he was going, ah? Now, wouldn't that make you sitting in traffic a lot funner for you? I know it would be for me. So let that sit with you. See how that, handles for you, and let me know let me know what comes of it. I like to hear the stories and whatnot. And thank you so much for showing up to hear this. Have a beautiful day.